All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Creighton Bluejays Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 26. It was a big game last time out for our Blue Jays as we picked up their first win in this series as we would defeat UMass, but now it is time to move on to bigger and better things. It was a rough start out to this season, but of course, as we just mentioned, the big win over UMass with a final score of 33-7. It was a dominant victory for the Creighton Blue Jays. Everybody played their best football we've seen all season so far, and we are hoping to see if we can continue that momentum heading into this week. The defense was all over the UMass offense, and our offense would play very, very well. Aidan Wilson finally had himself a solid game, and the run game took us to new heights. Looking at some season stats on the year so far through 3 games, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions so far for Aidan Wilson. The run game dominated right now by Bobby Mims and Mason Akers leading the way when it comes to the receiving numbers. On the defensive side of the football, we see Antoine Carpenter, the safety, with the most tackles. Tyler Andrews and Oji Naka tie for tackles for loss, and the big man in the middle with 3 sacks on the year. And Marquise Towns-Prince has the only interception on the season. Haven't missed a field goal yet, 13 punts on the year so far. The stats through 3 games looking pretty solid, but we believe they can be a little bit better. And hopefully our stats can get a bit better as we have our first conference game of the Dynasty, ladies and gentlemen, as we will be taking on Western Kentucky. The Hilltoppers are 1-3 to start the season, but this team is way better than a 1-3 team, I believe. They have a lot of talent. They have a lot of speed across the board. Their O-line, pretty strong, pretty big, have some solid ratings here for a Conference USA team. On the defensive side of the ball, they play very, very hard. They don't have the best talent, but they are very, very sound. They are very, very techniqued. They are very, very organized. So we're going to have to play our best football to be able to get the best of Western Kentucky here today. We are back home under the lights, and we are going to see exactly how this one goes here today. As the Blue Jays will be getting the ball first here in this game. We've got the white helmets with the all blue this week. Western Kentucky with the white, and red. We are underway here at home as this is DeAndre Waters on the return. Trying to find a little bit of a crease. Gets out to the 27-yard line. And let's see if Coach Jennings' offense can pick up where they left off last week. Aidan Wilson had himself a phenomenal game. Let's see if he can back that up. We start off with the handoff to Bobby Mims. We talked about the run game, and already a big first down run, a gain of 10 for number 7 to start the day. He will be heavily involved in the game plan here today, and I don't know how Aidan Wilson keeps doing this, ladies and gentlemen. He's always able to get the defense to jump with that hard count. Apparently, he's been doing pretty well at that since high school, as that'll be an extra 5 yards here, making it 1st and 5 for the Blue Jays. Now Wilson looks to throw, going to fire down the seam, has Corey Collins, and already a big gain through the air, gain of 23 down to the Western Kentucky 34-yard line. My voice is a little bit strained here today, ladies and gentlemen, so I will try my best to make the commentary a lot more entertaining. Over the middle, wide open, the dynamic freshman Mason Akers, and already another first down for Creighton. They are moving the ball pretty well to start this game. Already inside the Western Kentucky 20-yard line. Now dropping back is Wilson, going to fire. Has Corey Collins, it's a touchdown! What an opening drive by the Creighton offense, picking up right where they left off. And Aidan Wilson already looking a lot better throughout these last 2 games than he was the first 2. And what a throw to the junior wide receiver. I mean, look at all those defenders over there. Had a safety behind him, had the corner right in front of him. If he was just a little bit faster, probably could have cut that off. As we take a little bit of a replay here, here's Corey Collins just going to run a little bit of a corner route here, a little bit of an out route. And as you can see, perfect ball placement in between the 2 defenders. That's probably Aidan Wilson's best throw of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown Creighton, and now we are up 7-0 here in this game after the extra point. Now what will the defense show here today? As dropping back is McIver. The quarterback gets it to Isaiah Myers, and that's a gain of about 6 to start the day for Western Kentucky. As they look to start out 1-0 in conference play. They don't want to start out 1-4 to start their season, as that's a first down reception there as his receiver gets out of bounds. Maverick McIver, the senior quarterback for Western Kentucky. 1st and 10 now at the Western Kentucky 37-yard line. What's McIver seeing? Going to drop back to throw. Has the curl route, and it's a first down. That's Matthew Henry, their best receiver, getting yet another catch on the day. 2nd and 6 coming up here in Creighton territory as Western Kentucky has started out to move the ball a little bit good. Has another curl route on the outside, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Marquise Towns Prince as the only interception on the season for Creighton. Now we have a 3rd down. 3rd and 6 coming up here at the 49-yard line and in Creighton territory. Throwing now, and he's got a flag down. We can't bring the man down. It's going to be a first down, but unfortunately it will not matter. It is coming back. We've got a holding penalty here on Western Kentucky, and that will back them up to a 3rd and 16. Big Red right there, cannot believe it. So here we go, 3rd and 16. What will McIver and the offense have planned here? Dropping back, Maverick McIver. Oh my goodness, he's going to go deep here. A bomb down the field, knocked down by Marquise Towns Prince, who was step for step with Matthew Henry. That's a good stand by the Creighton defense, and they will force Western Kentucky to punt here in the first quarter. 7-0 ball game as the punt is off. DeAndre Waters awaiting the return. He'll catch it, trying to find something, not much going. Will get out to the 23-yard line. So what will the offense have to do this time? Play later on 2nd and 1 after a 9-yard pickup here. Aidan Wilson surveying the defense, seeing if this is the right play for this formation. Here we go, handoff, first down to Bobby Mims. 3rd carry of the day, 24 yards to start out. A nice solid start for him here today. 1st and 10 for Aidan Wilson. We've got some play action now. Looking to throw. Has a man wide open on the deep out route. That is Brady Ferguson, the tight end. And Aidan Wilson, a quiet 4 for 4 start. He's looked pretty sharp here to start this game. Now Aidan Wilson looking to change the play here. Doesn't like the way the defense looks here. And he's going to hand this one off. DeAndre Waters, and maybe they should have just went with the original play. That's a loss of 2. Great blitz timing there by Western Kentucky. 2nd and 12 coming up now. What's Aidan Wilson looking to do? Going to try to bomb this one down the field. That's knocked away from Brady Ferguson, incomplete. And it'll bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 at the Western Kentucky 48-yard line as they stack the box here and they bring the pressure. And this is great protection up the middle. My goodness, what a throw to Kyler Day. Phenomenal protection by the O-line, possibly the best blocking we've seen all season. Hand off to Mims, and look at just all this running room. Jukes out the safety and picks up 9 on that run. A good run there by Bobby Mims. Now we've got 2nd and 1, and oh my goodness, don't tell me he got him again. He got him again, ladies and gentlemen. Aidan Wilson and this hard count. It's going to be neutral zone infraction, and Western Kentucky is going to give up a free first down. First down at the 19-yard line. We've got play action. Rolling out is Wilson. Fires to the corner. Has Mason Akers out of the slot. It's a touchdown again. A beautiful throw by the quarterback, Aidan Wilson. Where has this Aidan Wilson been all season? Where was this Aidan Wilson in the first 2 games? I mean, just a beautiful throw to Mason Akers into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's an early 14-0 lead for Creighton. This is the perfect start if you're the Blue Jays. Western Kentucky, they've got to get some on the board. They'll only pick up 1 on that run, though. Great pursuit by this defense. And this place is starting to get rocking, ladies and gentlemen. 14-0 Creighton here early on. It's a halfback screen here, and that's not going much of anywhere. Kendall West, the strong safety, makes the play in space, and it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, under a minute left here in the first quarter. What do you do if you're Maverick McIver in the offense? Dropping back, looking, has his man just threads the needle with that throw. Jamari Taylor, the corner, was not too far off, but that's a big first down, and a first down that was needed for Western Kentucky. And now they go to the outside. That's going nowhere. Marquise Towns Prince having himself a day right now. Second quarter getting underway here with a 14-0 lead for Creighton. Can the defense hold on? Dropping back is Maverick McIver. And now, oh my goodness, he's going deep once again. Flag down on the field. It's incomplete, dropped by Isaiah Myers. And I believe this is going to be a flag on Western Kentucky. They're going to call holding on the Hilltoppers. And what does Creighton do? Do they accept it or do they decline it? And it seems like they declined it to make it third down. 3rd and 12 coming up now for Western Kentucky. And now they're going to go to the flat here. That's not going to get anything. Only a 3-yard pickup. And here comes a punt here for the Hilltoppers. This crowd is starting to feel it. Offense back on the field for Creighton. Dropping back over the middle. Bobby Mims on the angle route. And he's already into Hilltoppers territory. It is a first down. Big first down to the 48-yard line in Hilltoppers territory. Now what's Aidan Wilson to do? Oh my goodness, they're bringing the blitz. Flag is down. The screen is open for Bobby Mims. He's got some big running room, but unfortunately, I believe this is going to come back, and it will. It will be going against Creighton. We've got holding on the offense. It is going to go on the left tackle, Trent Ogletree. Now it's 1st and 20. Handoff here. This is Randy Kelly getting the football. He'll pick up 6 yards. So far, so good for the Creighton offense here today. There's been some good plays, and there's been some not so good plays. Now dropping back. That one's intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Talking about not so good plays, and Western Kentucky's going to get on the board. There was just nowhere near Nazir Ward, the linebacker, after he caught the interception. And that one's on Aidan Wilson. He's got to put a lot more air under that football because Brady Ferguson had his man beat. As you look at the replay here, just not enough air on that ball, severely underthrown. And it's a touchdown for Western Kentucky as they cut into this lead. Well, hopefully Aidan Wilson is reverting to his old ways. We need him to start playing well. We need him to play well over and over again. There we go. There's a nice throw to Kyler Day on the slant. And then once again already in Western Kentucky territory. This offense looking pretty good to start the day. First down at the Western Kentucky 44. DeAndre Waters picks up 5 yards on the carry, his second of the day. And let's see if Creighton can get some points on the board this time around. Dropping back, they're looking for another screen. Bobby Mims, he has a lot of room this time as well. Here comes number 7 down to the Western Kentucky 24-yard line. And right now, Creighton moving on all cylinders. Western Kentucky trying to figure out ways they can slow down this offense right now. Flag down on the field as Aidan Wilson tries to scramble. Those scramble yards won't matter as Trent Ogletree, I saw it here from the booth. We've got holding on the offense as he almost tackled the defensive end on that play. 2nd and 9 after an 11-yard pickup after 1st and 20. Dropping back, we've got another flag. We've got Mason Akers wide open. He's got a touchdown, but unfortunately, that will not matter. We've got holding on the offense yet again. This time it is Blossom Game being called for the foul. Just mental errors that have been happening really all season. Now dropping back the pressure, getting there. Here's Mason Akers on the catch, spitting out a man, and he's going to make it about 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 3 coming up now. Aidan Wilson, 11 of 13, very efficient so far in this game. 3rd and 3 coming up now, and they have the RPO. Ferguson open, that's a touchdown. Nobody expected the tight end to leak out. They thought he was going straight to Bobby Mims, but clearly they were wrong. It's a touchdown for Creighton, and now they've got 20 on the board here. It is back to a 2-score ball game, and it's been a phenomenal first half for the Blue Jays. Nearly everything has been executed perfectly in this first half, and there was just nobody there. Number 19 wasn't going to get over there in time. 21-7, 4:26 left here in the first half. What do you do if you're Western Kentucky? They've got a handoff, and there's nowhere to go. That is Rico Flowers, the senior corner, there to make the tackle for a loss. Second and 14 coming up here. 5 wide set for Maverick McIver in Western Kentucky as they try to cut into this lead yet again. The offense hasn't really helped out their defense pretty much all game. That's a solid gain there of 7. And it'll bring up 3rd and 7 coming up here. Another big 3rd down early on here for Western Kentucky. I believe another must-have 3rd down early on in the game with the way the Creighton offense has been playing. And oh my goodness, the big man, Oji Naka, getting in the backfield for his 4th sack of the season. And Western Big Red can't believe it. He's pissed off. The Western Kentucky faithful that made the trip can't be happy. Right now, Creighton is all over the Hilltoppers, and the Bluejays have all the momentum in this game. They've got the ball back, and great fake out with the play action, but nobody's open, and Aidan Wilson just not fast enough to get away from the defensive end. He'll have to throw that one away. A play action, though, a phenomenal play action play call right there. Unfortunately, they just cannot get anything to go. Hand off to Mims. He's got blocking, following the blockers, finds the seam. My goodness, just running all over this defense today. Another big 1st down run into Hilltoppers territory. 1st down at the 34. They're going to try a screen here. That one's not going to work. They sniffed that one out immediately. Aidan Wilson telling the offense to hurry it up here, trying to see if they can get something going. Can they catch Western Kentucky off guard, especially after they're feeling good about themselves after forcing that little loss? Here's Mason Akers over the middle on the catch. He'll pick up 10 yards. Already the freshman's 5th catch of the day. 3rd and 6 here coming up. 1:24 left to play in the first half. Throwing, has Corey Collins wide open. He's down the sideline and gets out of bounds at the 6. 254 passing yards for Aidan Wilson in the first half here today. He's played himself a phenomenal game. We've got a flag here, and that handoff, he's stopped in the backfield, but Western Kentucky, Williams, the defensive back, was offsides, and that'll give Creighton a free 5 yards to, only 3 yards, half a distance to the goal, 1st and goal now. Aidan Wilson looking to throw, and he's got room to run, and Aidan Wilson's going to take it. He's in! Touchdown, Creighton. What a ball game that number 4 has played here today. I believe that's his his 4th touchdown of the game. He's got 3 passing, and now he's got a rushing score. This has been the Aidan Wilson coming out party, the breakout game that we thought he would have. He had a solid performance last week, but this is unreal. I never expected this type of game out of Aidan Wilson, ladies and gentlemen. I knew he was a good player, and that is why he was our starting quarterback, but this is just unreal. 28-7 now. As Western Kentucky, they're all out of sorts. I mean, I don't think they expected this. I don't think the Creighton faithful expected this one here today. As now McIver fires, has his man, and oh my goodness, we tried to arm tackle him. Here's Isaiah Myers running down the field, and it's a big, big gain. You cannot arm tackle right there if you are Jamari Taylor. You've got to wrap up. I don't care who it is. Arm tackles most of the time are never going to work. Well, prime position here for Western Kentucky as they have Myers out in the flat, tackled by Marquise Towns Prince. Hopefully, Jamari Taylor took notes on that one. I don't want to see any more arm tackles from him. 2nd and 7 now at the 23-yard line. Looking. Has his man on the hitch route. It's Hutchinson, and he'll be taken down after a 5-yard pickup. 3rd and 2 coming up now. Maverick McIver has himself a solid day. 11 of 14, 101. It's just that this offense has not been able to get really anything going. They have not helped their defense at all. And now McIver has his man on the hitch route. It's Hutchinson. 6 seconds left. Timeout after the first down. And they're just going to send on the field goal team. Trying to cut into this lead. Trying to make it an 18-point ball game. And they do. Right down the middle is that kick for Western Kentucky. Making it 28-10 now. 4 seconds left here, though, in the first half. Anything can happen. The kickoff is sent to DeAndre Waters. What he'll be able to do with it. Time's going to expire here. Well, wait a minute. There's room. There's room for DeAndre Waters. He's down the sideline. Can he make it to the end zone? No! tracked down at the 14-yard line, but a big return and all the momentum going into halftime for Creighton. It's 28-10, and I got to say that was almost a perfect first half for the Blue Jays. That is exactly how they needed to come out and play. Carrying over the momentum from last week's game against UMass. And Aidan Wilson in the offense right now looking pretty solid. Why are they showing this free play? They didn't want to show a good replay for the offense. Unbelievable. Second half getting underway here. Western Kentucky starts with the football. Handoff. Oh, nice cut there by the running back. And he picks up a first down. Haven't seen Corey Landers a lot here in this game. That's only his second carry of the day. 1st and 10 now. And now we got a halfback screen. They brought the blitz, and that was the perfect counter. There's nobody really over there. And it's another big first down, a big chunk play. Now Western Kentucky starting to feel it. They're going to hurry it up here. Maverick McIver getting the play from the sideline, trying to make sure that the coach is running exactly what he wants to run. And now we've got a handoff here and not going much of anywhere. Creighton all over that one. It's a loss of 1. Jamari Taylor gets credited for that tackle. McIver tried the hard count. You're no Aidan Wilson, it seems, but he has a man on the slant, and he's going to pick up the first down. Marquise Towns Prince couldn't tackle him in time that time around. 1st and 10 here, coming up here for Western Kentucky, building a drive that they desperately need. Handoff here, and this is great blocking down the field. A big run for Western Kentucky, taken down by Kendall West, and Jamari Taylor is shaken up. That's a big loss. The freshman slot corner, one of the best DBs on the team. Oliver will check in, and now we've got read option here. Great job by McIver, and there's Isaiah Oliver making a nice tackle right there. It's bruised ribs for Jamari Taylor, so hopefully he will be able to come back in the game soon. 3rd and 8 coming up here for Western Kentucky. Play action, looking to throw, has nobody open, is going to try to run, nearly got sacked again, but this time he is able to throw it away. Obina Ojinaka nearly came in for the late sack. Excuse me there. Field goal unit now on the field for Western Kentucky. What will they do? Will they be able to make this kick? The kick is up, and it is good, making it a 28-13 game now. 28-13, Western Kentucky trying to keep themselves in the ball game. Creighton offense, though, is back on the field. Let's see if Western Kentucky made any adjustments at halftime, and that's a nice start for their defense. Only a pickup of 1 for Bobby Mims. He's got 7 carries for 58 yards so far on the day. 2nd and 9. Now they tried to in the corner blitz. That won't really work as they left the man open. It's Paul Moore. He'll pick up, I believe that was 5 yards on the play. He was tackled immediately, though. 3rd and 4 here is, DeAndre Waters didn't know where to go. And that's a 3 and out forced by Western Kentucky. That is exactly what you need if you are the Hilltoppers, if you're trying to get yourself back into this game. York on to punt here. Not the farthest punt in the world, but he will get a nice bounce. And, I believe Oliver could have let that roll a little bit more. But it's a starting field position at the 21-yard line here for Maverick McIver in the offense. 1st and 10 here for Western Kentucky. And they're going to send it out here to the outside. And look at the speed of Hutchinson, able to get away from Marquise Towns Prince momentarily to get inches shy of the marker. That catch and run speed, that's what we talked about earlier on in this episode before the game started. Now it's a handoff on the sweep, but there is the captain, Noah Copeland, making a nice play right there. Bringing up 3rd and 3 coming up here for Western Kentucky's offense. They've got linebackers walked up here. It's a man in motion. It's Hutchinson. And now dropping back, McIver looking to the outside, has his man. It's a first down for Western Kentucky as Oliver got beat there in coverage. 1st and 10 now for Western Kentucky. They throw it outside to Isaiah Myers, not following the blocks at all. And I don't think there really was a block as Marquise Towns Prince got off that block almost immediately. He's got 7 tackles on the day, at least 7 solo tackles. What a day it's been for number 1. And now they have Myers once again. They're going Isaiah Myers' way a lot here in this game. And it brings up 3rd and 3 coming up here for Western Kentucky. They're having drives, but they're wasting a lot of clock on these drives. And maybe that's exactly what they need to do to get back in this game, especially if their defense continues to play. They were playing on that last defensive possession. But that's a first down there as Rico Flowers gave Hutchinson a little bit too much room on that little crossing route. McIver's got this offense moving. Can he get them in the end zone? No. Dropping back is McIver. Looking. Has his man over the middle. It's Matthew Henry. That's a first down for Western Kentucky as they try to crawl their way back into this football game. They are slowly but surely doing that, it seems. 1st and 10 right now. Western Kentucky starting to build a little bit of momentum. Isaiah Myers is open. Tackled by Antoine Carpenter, That's Myers' 7th catch of the day. He's been the go-to receiver in this ball game. 2nd down and 3. They've got a screen. Myers has to drop it. He's hit immediately. And that's not good either. Obina Ojinaka is shaking up. One of their best defensive linemen. Actually, maybe their best defensive lineman for Creighton. Definitely the best pass rusher that they have is now off the field. 3rd down, wide open. Isaiah Myers with the touchdown. Just ran across the face of Antoine Carpenter. All that happened way too fast for the safety. It was just an immediate reception off the snap for McIver, an immediate throw, an immediate touchdown for Isaiah Myers. And Western Kentucky has climbed their way back into this game. It's a 1-score game now. With a 2-point conversion, it's an 8-point game, 28-20. And now it's starting to get a little bit shaky here for Creighton. They've allowed Western Kentucky back in the ball game. They've got to start making the ball. They've got to start making things happen here on offense in the second half. We've got a screen after that big reception by Kyler Day. This is Corey Collins with the first down right there. His 4th catch of the day. As Creighton tries to build their momentum back up on this drive. Handoff to Bobby Mims following the blocks. And he'll pick up 9 yards. Maybe they just need to start back to getting back to the run game a little bit here. 2nd and 1 coming up here. Play action. Looking, and overthrows his man. This Aidan Wilson. He's been pretty sharp here today. One of the few misses that he's had. 3rd and 1 coming up now. And they're going to go with the screen. Oh, my goodness. Akers nearly tripped. He gets the first down. Now another injury. This time Trent Ogletree is injured. That's their starting left tackle. Oh my goodness, the pressure got there immediately. And right now things are starting to unravel just a tad bit for Creighton here. They lost their big lead, and now the offense is not looking as sharp as they were. Kyler Day this time can't make that big grab. And it's 3rd and 10 now, with 3 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back to throw. We've got a flag down. Throwing. It's caught by Corey Collins, but it won't matter as they're going to get Blossom game yet again with the holding penalty. And that will take us into the 4th quarter. And we will be starting the 4th quarter with the 3rd and 20. And here comes the pressure here. Incomplete. And Western Kentucky gets a huge stop. Ladies and gentlemen, they're only down 8. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game. And if you are Creighton, this is not good. As York will punt this one away. That's not a good punt at all. Goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. We were at midfield. So now we will see if the defense can hold on to this lead. It's a handoff here. And that's a great job there by Creighton flowing to the ball. Noah Copeland able to get the tackle right there. Ojinaka, he's not feeling very well. That foot is really, really bothering him. He tried to go on that play, but clearly he was not 100%. Maverick McIver now play action. Gets it out to the running back. Great tackle there by, I believe that is Tyler Andrews on the play. Yes, it is. Great tackle there by the linebacker. Bring it up 3rd and 5. And here we go. Nobody in the backfield with McIver. 3rd and 5 here. They had a bunch on the left side. And oh my goodness, wide open down the seam. I saw that. Isaiah Myers just left wide open. That's a big first down. He's got 100+ on the day, and he's got 9 receptions. Creighton right now is blowing it. Oh, my goodness, a nice cut. That's the tight end getting the carry right there. And it's a gain of 2. Creighton, they've got to find a way to get their head back in the game because right now it is all Western Kentucky. Getting it out to Hutchinson. There is Marquise Towns Prince again making another play. He's got 8 tackles and 2 deflections. I got to say, number 1 has had himself a day. 3rd and 8 coming up now here for the Hilltoppers. Maverick McIver in the shotgun. Dropping back, looking for his man to throw to. He's going to go for the glory. It's knocked away by Marquise Towns Prince. There's a flag down. It's going to go against Western Kentucky for holding. And so Creighton can just decline this one. And Western Kentucky will have to settle for the field goal. Here we go. Big field goal here for Western Kentucky. The kicker making sure everything's right. The kick is up, and it is wide left, no good. Unbelievable. That is the break that the Creighton Bluejays needed here in this game. Defense gets off the field, giving up no points, and that's just got to be a heartbreaker for Western Kentucky. Look at this kick. It was going right, but then it just hooked just a tad bit left at the last second. And Creighton gets off the field, catching a break. McKinney offense gets some going here on this possession. Aidan Wilson catches the snap with one hand, and the screen loses 6 yards. Those screens haven't worked here late in the game. 3rd and 8 now. What are you going to do? As Corey Collins, and you've got to be kidding me. A horrendous throw by Aidan Wilson. One of the worst throws of the day. It's a 3 and out, and a punt is coming. The Western Kentucky defense has made all the adjustments necessary here in this second half. 6:52 left to play in the ball game. A change was made on offense by Maverick McIver. Gets the out route to Hutchinson. Hutchinson on the catch and run. Phenomenal blocking by Isaiah Myers. Carpenter not fast enough. Touchdown in one play. And just like that, this place is stunned. This place is quiet. Western Kentucky has fought their way all the way back from a 28-7 deficit early on in the first half. Western Kentucky has done everything right here in the second half, and now they go for the 2-point conversion to try to make this one a tied ball game. Just under 7 minutes to play. McIver looks to the out route, but he stepped out of bounds, and the ball did not lead him very well. So it is now 28-26 here. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Went a little bit quiet there on commentary. Something happened with the mic. But here we go. 6:39 left to play. 28-26. What do you do now if you're Creighton? You've got to find something. And over the middle, he's got Mason Akers. A nice throw there by Aidan Wilson, and a phenomenal play call by head coach Gary Jennings and the offensive coordinator. Big first down to the 42-yard line. Now looking to throw in, completely overthrows the out route to Mason Akers. Second and 10 now. What's the game plan? Corey Collins on the drag route. Picks up 5. 3rd and 5 coming up now for Creighton. What do you do if you're Mason Akers, Aidan Wilson, and the entire offense? They're going to hand this one off to Mims, and he will not get there. Bobby Mims will not be able to get that first down. And Western Kentucky, oh, wait a minute. They're going for it. Creighton's going for it here. And oh my goodness, it's overthrown. They rolled the dice, and Aidan Wilson could not come up with the big play. He's had himself a good game, but as you can clearly see, the mistakes are still here and there. It's trying to go deep, and Isaiah Myers can't hold on. Great coverage by Antoine Carpenter. This is a very big moment in the game here. Western Kentucky can take the lead if they score on this drive. Myers hit down by Isaiah Oliver. Isaiah Myers getting beat down by Isaiah Oliver on that play. 3rd and 5, 4:21 left to play in the ball game. What do you do? McIver dropping back to throw. Has nobody open. The pressure got there as well. Maverick McIver is also shaken up. Creighton will get the ball back. That's a big stop for the Creighton defense as they hold on to this 2-point lead. And here's Bobby Mims running up the middle. He's got 82 yards on the day on 10 carries. Dropping back, looking, going deep down the field. Corey Collins makes the grab over Ward, touchdown. The big play of the day for Creighton. A bomb down the field, sending a bag ball down the field is Aidan Wilson, and Corey Collins was able to come down with it. And Ward, the linebacker, he had solid coverage. And look at, oh my goodness, that's a beautiful spiral. It's just that Corey Collins was able to come down with the football. Biggest play of the day for Creighton as they extend the lead. It's now 35-26. McIver's back in the game. And now Western Kentucky, they've got to do everything in their power to score as time is slowly running out. There's a gain of 2 right there for Anthony Henry on that reception. Now here comes McIver looking to throw. Now here's Anthony Henry again right. It's usually not Anthony, it's Matthew Henry wide open. I apologize. But it's a first down to the 43-yard line nonetheless here. Western Kentucky now under 3 minutes left to play. This is going to be a crazy ending, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness, he had him. He had him wide open. Hutchinson beat Flowers on the deep route. McIver just couldn't put the ball on him. A big missed opportunity right there for the Hilltoppers. Now it's 3rd and 4 coming up here after reception by the tight end. Near midfield, McIver looking, has his man in him, of course. You know who it was, Isaiah Myers, his 11th catch of the day. I mean, my goodness, can anybody stop number 80 out there? 2:25 left to play in the game. McIver looking, has his tight end and is immediately tackled by Isaiah Oliver. 2nd and 7 coming up here, 2-minute warning. Coming up shortly here as McIver, he's going to scramble, has enough room, he'll pick up the first down. As they won't have enough time to snap, make another play. So here's the 2-minute warning. Can Creighton hold on? It's been a rough second half for the Bluejays, but will they be able to hold on to this 9-point lead? McIver now, handing off the football, not going much of anywhere. Towns, Prince, and West making the play right there. Now they've got to hurry it up to the line. I don't really understand that run play right there. Dropping back, looking. Oh, my goodness, wide open in the flat. Another first down, and there goes the first timeout for Western Kentucky. 1st and 10 now, McIver looking to throw as Isaiah Myers once again immediately tackled by Noah Copeland. They're going to hurry it up once again. They're right in position here. 2nd and 4 coming up now. Looking for the snap is McIver. He's going to get it. Dropping back has his man. It's incomplete. Great job there by Oliver. 3rd and 4 coming up. One of the biggest plays of the game here right now. Play action. McIver over the middle. Touchdown. Western Kentucky as Hutchinson beat Oliver on the play almost immediately. It is now 35-32, 1:25 left to play here in the ball game. And Western Kentucky, they're going to settle for the point after. And the kick is good. It is now 35-33. What a ball game that has been played here today. And now the onside kick. Another big play here in this game. And it is scooped up immediately by Young. But Western Kentucky still has 2 more timeouts left. What do you do if you're Creighton? Handoff, Mims. Oh, my goodness. Look at the run here by Bobby Mims. That could end the game right there. Western Kentucky, after that timeout, only has 1 left And we will see now what they will do. It's a handoff to Mims. Yet again, another big chunk. No more timeouts left for Western Kentucky. And now the Blue Jays, they're going play action here. Play action. Nobody's open, and Aidan Wilson has to throw it away. Well, I don't understand. And I think they're going to get him for grounding, too. Well, that is a very, very head-scratching play call right there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't get that one. They could have just ran the ball and ended the game. Now 3rd and 16. They get the ball to Mason Akers, making it 4th and 6. And now they're going to settle for the long field goal. As we now saw, I believe they're going to waste the clock a little bit here as well. They waste a little bit of clock. The kick is up. They use the timeout as well, and the kick is good. It's now a 5-point lead now for Creighton. It's now 38-33 with 22 seconds left. Western Kentucky has no more timeouts. They're going to get one more shot here with the football. But I got to think, if Western Kentucky somehow ends up winning this game in this last 22 seconds, that play-action play call into the intentional grounding is going to be one of the big reasons why here today. So here we go. Last chance here for Western Kentucky. 22 seconds left. No timeouts for Maverick McIver. He drops back, immediately gets it to his man. Tackled before the first down marker and in bounds. And the clock is moving here. And they're going to spike the ball with 12 seconds left to play. And it is now 3rd and 5 for the Hilltoppers. They wasted 10 seconds for that one play. 12 seconds left, 3rd and 5. What are you going to do? They're going down the field with this one, and it's incomplete. 4th and 5, and now it is time for the Hail Mary. They've really only got time for one more play. Maverick McIver in the shotgun. We've got 3 safeties back, and everybody's backed up. Here we go. 4th and 5. Throwing this one. The time will expire. It's incomplete. And Creighton will pick up their first ever conference win here in the series. And it is 2 straight wins for your Blue Jays. What a game played by both teams. Everything was left on the field by both of these squads here today. But at the end of the day, it was the Blue Jays protecting their home field in this one with the final score of 38-33, and we are securing our first conference win, starting out 1-0 in Conference USA. That was a really fun game to play. Western Kentucky slowly but surely crawling their way back into the game. That was very stressful. I was trying my best to figure out how I could slow them down, how I could get our offense back under control. And at the end of the day, the Creighton Blue Jays able to pick up a big win, getting to 500. We are now 2-2 on the season, ladies and gentlemen. And shout out to Aidan Wilson. I mean, what a game. Nearly 400 yards passing, 71% completion, 4 touchdowns. That one interception was pretty bad, but other than that, a phenomenal game. This is the type of game we need Aidan Wilson to play more often. We need to see this type of football out of our quarterback, and hopefully we can get that a lot. He also had the only rushing score on the day. Bobby Mims had another 100-yard game on the season. Both Mason Akers and Corey Collins reached 100-plus receiving yards. Corey Collins with 2 receiving touchdowns. Mason Akers with a touchdown. And, of course, Brady Ferguson had one as well. We didn't give up a sack here today, ladies and gentlemen. And look at Marquise-Towns Prince. It seemed like number 1 was all over the field on defense. The defense played themselves a phenomenal game as well. Just a great game overall from everybody here if you were wearing a Creighton uniform. Western Kentucky, I got to hand it to them. They played pretty solid as well, especially Maverick McIver. No interceptions, nearly 400 passing yards for him himself, 3 touchdowns, 2 receivers over 100 yards. We basically had a identical game plan for both teams. We both had a similar type of game. 2 receivers over 100 yards receiving. So just a phenomenal game played here today. And I am happy that we were able to come out of here with the victory. 38-33 Creighton, 2-2 on the season, 1-0 in conference play. As we look at the outlook of the conference right now, we are now in the upper half. That is what I like to see. Creighton 2-2, 1-0 in conference play. Still a negative point differential, but hopefully we can fix that as the season goes on, winning 2 straight for the Bluejays. And it is not going to get any easier from here. We've got to try to keep all the momentum that we can have here as the season progresses, because we have another rivalry game coming up here up next against UConn, but we will talk about that in the next episode of this Dynasty. But before we end off here, let's take a little look at recruiting, see how recruiting's going. 3-star linebacker Tony Solomon is now ready for a visit. We're going to bring him in for the FIU game, looking at what his big deal breaker is. He wants to stay close to home. We will do that. Emmanuel Gainwell here, the running back we were battling Nebraska for. We are now first on his board. He is now ready for a visit. And we are going to bring him in. Let's see here. Let's bring him in for week 12 against UTEP. And he likes the conference prestige. We barely have enough to get that done. We have a C- grade, and that's exactly what we need for him, so we're going to keep that going there. Looking at Chester Lobato, trying to see if we are going to be able to get the speedster wide receiver out of Utah. We are battling UNLV and Utah State, so right now it's not looking very good. But that's going to do it for this episode. I apologize it took so long to get out. Had a lot of stuff going on, but we are hopefully getting back into the swing of things. Next episode will be the rivalry game against UConn, ladies and gentlemen. So take care and have a great day. See you guys next time.